From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from there.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Conner. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
All right, now, 230. 58, come on. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Mike Bennett gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Bryant has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day.
The big fella! And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, 44 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
198. Watch 98.
On second and a couple, Brady gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
Watch the pass. Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got White here. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin on the ground here with Counter. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Hey, check. Watch twist. Jack 16.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
44. 58. 2. 58. Come on. 58. Come on.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Brady. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. In his own end zone, it's Brady. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Switzer. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
All right, now, black 20. I don't think you got it, son.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ready? Blue 30. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, here we go. Black is third.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Brady going to throw. It's complete. James White. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Brady. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady to throw again. Got his man. That's Harry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Edelman was the intended target.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Middle.
On first down, Samuels. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all ready?
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Brady now on first down. Caught by the tight end Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's Dorsett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to White. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Shotgun now for Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go no, 66.
Operating from the gun. Brady complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll go down at the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brady, and Watson has it right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Gostkowski's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Steelers.
Set! Like 80! Right there, 54 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 44. Black and third.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught by Bryant. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Let's go.
A gain of 13 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 31-yard
Ready?
line.
Black 20.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
230. Mike 58 right there. Come on, D. Let's go. Hey, echo.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Samuels. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. You go tight. You got tight. Help out. 8. Smooth. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. No. 50.
On second and 2, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 5.
Next to score, Steelers 14, Patriots 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. That throw by Brady incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Samuels. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Easy, easy. Quarter.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this will be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, my 7.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Good job.
James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Hey, go 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. A gain of 6 there on first. A wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. Now a pass dropped off here for James White, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. From midfield, here's Brady. And Watson has it right side. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Throwing now is Brady. And a dump off to White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, we got 4. Sugar.
Brady to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line.
So this one in.